I just rewatched Apocalypse Now. Let's give it my world famous juice test. Before we get into the actual juice test, I just want to share a little bit of my thoughts. It's a good movie. It's fucking long though. It's a long ass movie. Some of the dialogues get stretched out for long, and that's basically my only problem with this. But I do like the storyline. I like the characters. Beautiful work by Martin Sheen in this movie. Unbelievable work by Francis Ford Coppola. But without further ado, let's get into the juice test. I do like the storyline. I like the storyline. I like the plot. It was all great. I feel like the execution could get a little bit better. I like the storyline. It's like they go through a little journey. They come across the obstacles. They see the Playboy concert. They get attacked by the Viet Cong. They run into a tiger. They do all of that. I like the storyline. I like the plot. They got to find Colonel Kurtz. They got to. What's his deal? Is he like some psychological genius that can manipulate people and start his own cult? Execution could have been better. It could have added a little bit more action, a little bit more spice to the end. I think it was too mental. It was too much of the hitting meanings. You gotta watch a movie review to actually figure out what's going on here, to know the actual meaning. Don't get me wrong, I like movies like that, but they could have made this movie a lot better. I gotta give credit where credit's due, though, for Francis Ford Coppola with the storyline plot. So I have to give the execution a 7 out of 10. The execution is a 7.5 out of 10, actually. 7.5 out of 10. They executed it good. It's a cult classic. We still remember the movie to this day because of the execution. But I could see it being a lot better. I had a bigger vision. I had a bigger vision for it. But I got to give credit where credit's due. The execution was good. It was a good execution. Beautiful, beautiful cinematography from Francis Ford Coppola. The way he used the helicopters in the movie, the way he dropped the bombs, the Playboy concert. They see the tigers in the jungle. Like, damn, I know there was hell out there. I know there's hell out there filming that shit. Mosquitoes everywhere. The surfing at that beach. Good ass shots. And that's a lot of where this movie's influence come from. We know this movie because of its cinema. The shots, the boats, the jungle. I have to give the cinematography from this movie beautiful work. Beautiful work. I'm going to give the cinematography a 8.5 out of 10. 8.75 out of 10. 8.75. I don't want to give it the 9, but I don't want to give the 8.5. 8.75. Beautiful. Enjoyment. Okay. The enjoyment with this movie. Here's where it gets a little bit interesting. I like the movie. I like the movie, bro. I did like the movie. The reason why I'm saying it like that is the dialogue got stretched out. There's so many scenes where you just hear the guy talking in the background. Don't get me wrong, I love Martin Sheen's voice in the movie. Beautiful performance by him, but we can get into that later. But some of the scenes got stretched out. The enjoyment, I liked it. It's kind of a mystery. I like the journey they're going on. This Colonel Kurtz mysterious at the ending. I was enjoying it a little bit, but I'm saying it got boring. Like the scene when they met the French people, they're talking for that long. Oh, the enjoyment. I I guess I just expect every movie to be a 10. No, I'm saying it like that is because this movie is so like top rated by movie critics all over the world. Hey, cult classic, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 movie, 8.5 out of 10. I'm I'm saying it like that, but it is a good movie. It is a good movie. The enjoyment though, it got boring. I can last the longer movies. I'm saying it did get some of the dialogue got stretched out. So enjoyment during this movie, I'm going to say it's going to be a 7. It's going to be 7. It was decent enjoyment. Like, of course, there's worse movies with way worse enjoyment, but I got to give this movie a 7 out of 10 for enjoyment. I don't think it should be higher than that. Okay, now we can get into the characters and acting. Beautiful, beautiful performance by Martin Sheen here. I love you, bro. I love you. This is a beautiful performance by you. I can tell you put in the work, the dedication. Marlon Brando, good job. Not your best work. Not your best work, but you did a good job. You played the mysterious role. You played the antagonist very well. And I gotta give credit where credit's due. Marlon Brando, you're a legend for a reason. Martin Sheen, impeccable performance. Robert Duvall here. Robert Duvall, you did an amazing job. When you were playing Colonel Kilgore in The Beach, you did a great job performing that role. Loud, tough guy, loves to surf. And then there's some of the crew members, I'll pop them up on the screen, that did a great job. They're not like big names, so I don't really know them off the top of my head. But characters and acting, I'm gonna give this movie. It's good. 8.3. I'm giving it 8.3. That feels right in my mind to giving the acting and characters that Francis Ford Coppola made or whoever writ the script. Not perfect, but the acting, the execution of the characters were good. So I'm gonna give it 8.3. This plays a big role in the final rating. Is it rewatchable? Or would I recommend this movie? To be honest, I wouldn't recommend this movie to a friend. I'm not gonna say, hey, yo, hey, go watch that movie. Go watch Apocalypse Now. Unless I know you love shit like this, you're into cinema, you got the attention span, and you can enjoy it, and you recognize influence and significance in cinema history, I'm not going to recommend this movie to you unless you cross those 4 check marks off. So, with all said and done, I don't see myself rewatching this movie for another 10, 15 years. So no, it's a no. I'm sorry. I know so many people love this movie out there. So many people hate this movie out there. I can respect the movie. I can love the movie, but I don't want to rewatch it for a long time. It's a 3 hour movie. You got to be that into it to really enjoy it. So with all said and done, the final rating of this movie is gonna be B tier. It's gonna be a B tier movie. It's not gonna be an A tier movie. It's not gonna be an S tier movie. It's not gonna be a C tier movie. It's gonna be a B tier movie. That's where it sits right in my head. So I'm gonna keep it there. The juice test identifies Apocalypse Now as a B tier movie. All right, suck it if you don't like it. Subscribe for the best movie content on YouTube. And I love you guys so much. Follow my Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever. Don't follow my Snapchat actually. I won't. You will never catch me posting on Snapchat. But anyways, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you for the support. See y'all in the next one.